Undoubtedly, the globalists are after free will. Undoubtedly, they're into the occult. Every society, even though they didn't communicate with each other, built pyramids, step pyramids, or temples and sacrificed children, ritual abuse of children. And David, I know you're a busy guy. It's always great to have you up. I appreciate you coming on. In closing, I want you to talk about your new book, but I want you to answer the question because I've thrown out there a few times, and I know you're not into your ego or whatever, but we need to analyze why you've been successful, myself, and a handful of others as kind of the icons of the awakening to understand what's made us successful at waking people up. So briefly, why do you think you've been so successful? Why do you think I've been so successful when there's been so many other articulate people out there saying, some of the same things? Why has that been?
Well, I think the only way to succeed in this arena is one word: persistence. When you refuse to take no for an answer, when you refuse to even accept the possibility that you will give up, and that you know that the day you keel over and leave this reality, you'll still be doing it, and you'll still be trying, and you'll still be doing what you can, then when big challenges come up, when you get the abuse, when you get people trying to undermine you, when people attack you, when people ridicule you, because giving up is simply not an option, it means that instead of feeling sorry for yourself and walking away and sitting in a corner, or walking away and thinking, I'm not doing this anymore, you keep walking, you keep moving, you do more, you are persistent. And when you do that, you break down barriers. And key to that over the years is that what people have said is shown to have validity. I mean, when I was at the height of my ridicule, which was almost of historic proportions in this country in the 1990s, early 1990s, I was of the belief that if what I said had any validity, then it would be shown eventually to be so. And then all that abuse would start, and ridicule would start to fade away. What do you mean it will go? My goodness me, it hasn't. But it would start to fade as more and more people went, hold on a second. What this bloke said then, it's happening. And then you go on to the next thing, more persistence, and that process repeats itself and repeats itself, and eventually you part the seas, if you like, and more people start to see, actually, this person, whoever it is actually worth listening to because they've got a track record. Look, it's happening, what they said. And this is why I say to people, if you hide and keep your mouth shut, and don't speak your truth because you fear the reaction of others, then you are not going to have that process of eventually people saying, hold on a second, what he said is happening. My goodness, what else is he saying? Because you've never said it, because you were frightened to, because people would ridicule you or condemn you or whatever. If we don't have the backbone to speak our truth, whatever that truth may be, then how can any of us talk about freedom? Because there's no greater freedom than being able to speak your truth no matter what it is.
That's right.
Without that fundamental freedom, there is no other freedom.
That's right.
So it's persistence, and it's having the balls, basically, to say things that are unacceptable to society at that time, take the consequences of that, but keep saying them until the day dawns when people start to say, hold on a second, he's not as mad as we thought he was. Look. And without those two things, then you're never going to be successful in communicating this information.
And it's like that anywhere in life. They want people to be spectators who aren't on the field. And I didn't really know the answer to that when I asked it. But that's total truth, what you said, veritas, sage advice. having the basic fundamentals, having your instincts, having the research, the history, and knowing you're right and never stopping, that's what they're scared of. And that's why we've been successful. We haven't been caught off in the infighting. It's because we had a passion for freedom and truth. We've been successful. David Icke, it's great to know you. DavidIcke.com. The new book's out. Thank you so much for coming on with us. We really appreciate you spending time with us, and hopefully you'll be back with us again very soon.
Hi, I'm Dr. Edward Group. Today I'd like to talk about the war on women. You've experienced and heard about the benefits of super male vitality. Now, the new formula has arrived. Introducing the new Super Female Vitality. I have specifically designed this formula to help the body naturally regulate itself without the use of artificial hormones. Key ingredients chosen from the highest quality sources. Each of these ingredients works synergistically with the female body in order to maximize overall vitality. You've heard the reviews and the feedback on how the original Super Male Vitality has revitalized relationships. Now, both the man and the woman can have the revitalization in their own bodies with Super Male Vitality and Super Female Vitality. Secure your Super Female Vitality today from our limited stock at InfoWarsLife.com.